Hey, I'm right back with another video, and I am on a break right now, so I want to do this video really quick. I was thinking last night after making my video about, not really knowing about my future. I was thinking about, you know, people in general, like how people such as myself could actually proceed in having any sort of life, after being targeted. It's very difficult to find your footing in the world, or find, people to associate with, because you don't have trust in people and you question their moral standards. So I have to use discretion when it comes to, associating with people. I mean, let's not forget there's a lot of people in this town that did a lot to me. In terms of abuse, so I have to be very careful, as well as other towns too. I mean, I do YouTube videos, 2 people know who I am, but I was very happy to know, on my video, I had a video response from somebody, and it was kind of a really good thing, because it was basically bringing the attention that, a lot of people are starting to open up to this whole gang stalking phenomenon. And I was actually quite pleased to see that this news report was, it actually made the major news, which it has been covered in the news before, okay? But what the thing is that people don't understand about the gang stalking is what I'd like to bring to light, is that this actually is not just something random that a lot of people are trying to figure out, where's all this coming from? People are, trying to get other people, and they're trying to destroy their lives. I wish somebody would interview me, because really what needs to be brought to light about gang stalking is the shocking fact that that gang stalking oftentimes is created by employers, and or it's assisted by employers, instigated by employers, and this is what destroys people. So basically, having a regular job nowadays can basically get you killed, okay? That's pretty much the bare bottom line. And so I would love to have an interview. And I remember a few months ago, I don't know if a few months or it was a year ago, all the days, just this whole struggle has been going on so long. I had called up a news station that I used to work for, and I wanted to, be interviewed. And I actually even called the Los Angeles area to try to make it national news, bring national news attention to it. I think it really should be done. I mean, mind you, I probably won't get any coverage, because somehow or another there's some sort of conspiracy for whatever reason, but I'm 100% credible on this, and completely credible. As an adult, I have changed a lot in my ways. I'm not the weird little girl who called people and stuff like that. I'm not like that at all, and who cares about what you do in the past? I have timelines. You know what I mean? I did everything right. And a lot of times people in employment situations have too. So what people really need to do is understand that this is an issue that a lot of employers are participating in, thinking that they're doing something good, like it's an administrative duty, or it's a way of finding out about an employee or whatever. And sometimes it is a form of retaliation, because they don't want to, they're pointing out that they're being abused, or simply just leaving a place of employer. I left an employer in Chatsworth, and apparently this tyrannical person assisted Piggy's family in tracking me and whatever. I don't know what the deal is, but a lot of it has to do with religion. People need to understand that a lot of religious fanatics who don't know what they're talking about are behind this, and people need to start opening it up. And I'm really glad that this story is being brought to light, because it opens up. I'm hoping that people's eyes will open up and start seeing that it doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter how hard you work. Doesn't matter what you know. Doesn't know what kind of skills you have to bring to the table. Fact is that this system is corrupt. There's a lot of people who have no experience, who lack judgment, who don't know how to do their jobs at all, who are basically putting people in this program, and it needs to be brought to light. And that's pretty much how simple it is. It's that simple. Um, Oftentimes people think it's the government. I believe lower level government is involved. Like I know I contacted, Harvey Hall. He just basically sat on his ass and let shit go. He knows good and well what's going on, as well as the other mayor in the other town that I actually originally came from. So these people know. They know. They just either think that, I think they're just ignorant. I really do. I think they are very ignorant. As far as the other mayor in the other town, he's supposed to be a lawyer of employment of all things, and yet this kind of like, I'm sure he played an active role in it as well, because I couldn't find work in his town either. So, yeah, that's basically what it is. Is that basically society standards are very low. There's a lot of ignorance. There's a lot of people who don't know what they're doing, and they're basically making severe errors that are causing people's lives to basically be destroyed. That's basically the bare bottom line in gang stalking. Now, there are some high profile gang stalking that might be directly targeted by the government. Like, for example, if you're considered to be a threat to the United States or something like that, which I'm not. I've never done anything to be a threat to the United States. Now, I will say that there's a lot of ignorant people here in this town who think that, number one, you have to go to church or something like that, and they think, oh, if you don't go to church, then something's wrong with you, and they will point the finger at you like you're the one who's wrongdoing, when they actually have weird sexual appetites or whatever, and they're the ones who are actually the wrongdoers. It's a very strange world we are living in. And so, man, if the news ever knocked on my door, I'd love to tell them. I'd tell them every damn thing I know. You know why? Because this stuff needs to be brought to light, and people need to know. And it's not so much that I think educating employers is even a good idea at this point, because a lot of people are benefiting from being corrupt. Okay, this is how a lot of people get their jobs. They like doing what's wrong. They like being sneaky. They like being evil. They don't care whether or not they're working in an ethical manner. They care about getting their job. They care about their prestige or whatever. They don't care about the actual, they don't really care about, having a skill or anything like that. It's more just being in the in crowd, And so it is a total cutthroat game that's going on. They want to play with your life, basically. So once people understand what gang stalking really is, maybe people would start being afraid to get a job, because I'm going to tell you, it's starting to become that scary, and it really is that simple. It's basically employers who are ignorant, incompetent in their jobs, and they set the wheels in motion, basically, to put you in a situation where you find it very difficult to get out of. So anyway, I'm going to kind of lay low for a while. What I mean by that is, like, I'm not really going to actively look for work at this moment. I need to put some things in perspective. I'm doing a lot right now in my personal life to try to get some things, distance myself away from certain people who've caused me a lot of damage. And then I need to start formulating a plan on how to take care of myself for the rest of my life, however I figure out to do that. But I need to, find encouragement from within and try to figure out what to do. But I'm glad to say that I'm innocent in all of this. And I'm a victim. I basically lied to my husband, told a little white lie to my husband, stating that I was a different racial background. And when we first got together, and I ended up getting married to him, and that's pretty much the bare bottom line. This is a situation that's between he and I, but employers don't even know when to, what is work related, what's not work related, but they basically let this racism fuel their decision in this. So they actually practice open racial discrimination, religious discrimination, out loud and proud. And then the mayor endorsed it. Good job, mayor. So anyway, that's pretty much how that works. So anyway, I'm very glad that it's getting more attention, but what really needs to be focused on is where this is actually coming from, and so people can start reconsidering some of their life goals, and not really giving a lot of trust to a lot of employers, because a lot of employers cannot be trusted, and that goes for companies that claim to be equal opportunity employers are easily manipulated into this program as well, which is shocking because this is a place that a lot of people, such as myself, and single white women, people with physical or mental handicaps or whatever, relied on to go to, to make sure that they were going to be, acknowledged for their skills, not for anything else. And so, yet these companies are also being manipulated. So we are living in a corrupt world, and that's what really needs to be brought to light. I would be so grateful if somebody interviewed me on this. I would be delighted because I would love to shed light on this. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I will be back with another one shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.